Hello, everybody, and welcome back into 7 years from now. This is going to be part 8, in which might be the regular story finale. So, pretty much where everything ends for the normal story before we record the after story. Chapter 36, here we go. And like that, I lost all my memories 7 years ago, the day after the accident. A chickie? I see, that's what you meant when you said that you lost your memories as well. Yep, so I woke up in an unknown place in an unknown town. And I lived without having any idea as to who I was. But a few years later, it suddenly started to come back. Slowly but surely, I started to get back my memories. And by relying on those memories I found my way back to this town. That was around 4 years ago. Right, Kikasui? Yeah. So this is actually the first time I've told you about my father, or about time leaping. I'm sorry for keeping quiet about it. I really do. It's alright, doesn't matter anymore. I'm sure you had your reasons. You've softened up a bit, Kikasui. Perhaps. Maybe it's thanks to Haruto? You were a really different person 4 years ago. Kikasui, is that really you? Hey, Kikasui, tell me. Why has nothing changed at this hospital? Didn't you say when you became the director you're going to bring light to injustices regarding LMD? Ha. You think nothing's changed? Everything's changed in the past 3 years. Where were you anyway, Chickie? I was worried that you were dead. I lost my memories. Memories? Yeah. Even now, I don't have it all back. Memory loss, huh? Aren't memories your specialty? I think it was my father who erased it. Dr. Ochiki? Why would he do such a thing? I don't know. All I know is that my father had something prepared to wipe my memories at any given moment. I see. That's a strange father-son relationship. Anyway, enough talk about the past. Shall we talk about the present? Answer my question first, then. Kikasui, did you lose your passion regarding LMD? Of course not. We are still researching LMD here. But I found something a lot more interesting. More interesting? Yeah, a chickie. I wanted to ask you. Do you know about time leaping? Time leaping? Yeah, the technology to go back in time. Kikasui, are you listening to yourself? Yeah, I'm serious. Turns out that our fathers were actually researching about time leaping. And Chickie, I have a feeling that you were involved in the research as well. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I have no idea what you were talking about. I see. Kikasui, don't tell me you threw away your passion for something as stupid as this. A Chickie, you really don't know? I don't. Then it's no use. Kikasui, what happened? You used to be so passionate about it. You used to say things like, "Oh, eradicate LMD. We still have time. We can." No. It's too late. You came back only now. But for 3 years, I was. I know how stupid this all sounds. But back then, it was only the only thing I could do. We can't go back. That's too sad. I thought you would have known something. But if you did know, I guess your father would have killed you as well. Chickie, if it's okay with you, can you help me with my research? I replaced all the people who worked for my father, so a lot of the knowledge was lost. We have a lot of money, but we're making no progress at all. Is this for LMD? Don't be stupid, of course it's for time leaping research. Then I can't help you. I see. Then help me remove the memories of those who are getting in the way. What? If you don't want to work in the hospital, open a small clinic outside or something. I'll give you the money. How's that? What do you mean? That's not good enough for you? Geez, aren't you asking for a lot? Kikasui, what? I've decided. You either help me with these conditions or you leave this town. Which will you choose? Fine. I'll help you. Alright, it's been 3 years since we've worked together. I'm delighted. Yeah. Haha. That was the last time Kikasui and I met. Then for 4 years, Director Kikasui was... Yeah, I was waiting. But Chiki never came. I thought to myself that you're a liar, just like what my father said. I didn't know there was another lie, though. Yeah, I did lie. A Chiki. But back then, I thought that was the right choice. That I'll die without telling anybody about time leaping. But in the end, I was wrong. What was wrong? Haruto, I always have my doubts. Why did my father wipe out all my memories? Just for it to come back in 3 years. Did you find out why? I did. There was a memory my father wanted me to forget. Something that he didn't want me to remember no matter what. A memory he didn't want you to remember? My most precious memory. A most important promise. From a long, long time ago. When I was still a child. Hey, hey. Hey. Wow. You scared me. Nice to meet you. My name is Ichiki. Ichiki? Yep, you're Kana, right? Yeah, how do you know? I usually watch you from afar. Um, that's called being a stalker. Actually, there's something I want to ask you. What is it? Kana, you're suffering from LMD, right? Yeah. Is LMD tough? I guess there's nothing wrong now. I see. If there was a person who was responsible for creating LMD, would you hate them? Creating? You mean if that person didn't exist, I wouldn't be sick? Yeah. I guess if such a person did exist, I'd hate them a little bit. I see. I guess it's exactly how Dad said. One more question. If the person who created it was right in front of you, would you wish for them to die? Huh? No way. Really? But how else can they be forgiven? Forgiven? Well, they can work very hard and save others. I'd be happy if they can save my friend. Save your friend, huh? Yep. But why are you asking? That's... My father did something bad. So he has to repent for his sins. Repent? Yeah. I have to as well. So I wanted to understand how you felt. I see. Then let's be friends. Huh? Wait, why? You don't need a reason to be friends. Or you don't want to? I don't mind. Okay then, from here on out, you and I are friends. So if I'm ever in trouble, Chiki, you'll have to help me. You said before, right? Something about repenting. Oh. Teehee. Kinda, are you really 10 years old? You seem kinda childish. What? Do I? Oh, no, not really. Hee hee. Phew. Well, I have to go now. Hey, wait. Tell me your name. It's a Chiki. No, your first name. How, my first name? Well, sure, but why? I'm going to go now. Because we're friends. Oh. We really became friends just like that? Of course. Sasuke. Sasuke, huh? Well, it's a promise. If a friend is in need, we'll help them out. If you're in trouble, I'll help you out too. It'll be a give and take. Yeah. Oh wait, I actually have a very important friend called Ioto. Let's all be friends together. I'll introduce him to you next time. Okay. Hee hee. I'll have to prepare a present for next time. I'll be waiting. Okay. See you. Sigh. You really are causing trouble for me. I thought you were a smart kid. That's why I told you things. I'm sorry, Father. No need. I'll wipe out this event from your memory. Do you understand? Yes. Luckily for us, it won't be hard to wipe her memories either. But make sure you don't make any contact with LMD patients in the future. They are the victims, and we are the perpetrators. We do not mix. I'm sorry. Well, I guess there's no use telling you this. Sigh. And so my father wiped those memories, and I didn't remember them until many years later. When did you remember them? Shortly after I opened my clinic. Just like you, Haruto. I remembered everything in one day. I see. So you've met Kana. My father used to take me to the hospital to observe LMD patients. Kikasui, I actually knew about you long before we met in person as well. I see. I recall you talking to an LMD patient a lot during our clinical training as well. Yeah. Although I did forget about Kana for a long time. But I remember now. And that's why I'm going to fulfill that promise. Promise? The one about helping your friends? Yep. You're going to help me. In a way. In a way? What do you mean? How can you? I'm going to save the both of you. Michiki? What are you saying? You don't understand? Kikasui, remember the time when you and Kana were healthy. I'm going to return to back then. Chapter 36, Where the Heart Lies. End. Chapter 37. Please, wait a minute. How? How are you planning on returning? Haruto, do you know what is needed to return to the past? You had to have drank the medicine at the time you want to return to, right? That's right. You drank the medicine, then breathed in the incense. And this connects to the story of my father. My father made me drink that medicine, which was still under development when I was 10. But didn't you say that drinking a new medicine will override it? Didn't you drink the same medicine 7 years ago as well? Yes, you can only keep 2 or 3 neural tracks and the rest will be overridden. That's why I couldn't experiment on myself. I couldn't drink any more of that medicine. Therefore, I currently have 2 neutral tracks, the one from when I was 10 and the one from 7 years ago. Then, why do you have to experiment on me? Couldn't you have just gone back? I would have wanted to, but there were some obstacles. Obstacles? First, there has been no successful cases of time leaping for long periods of time or multiple times. But this was from the research notes before the medicine was completed. With the medicine made 7 years ago, I believe we could do multiple leaps and longer leaps. But I had no evidence. That's why I had you, Haruto, to experiment for me. Me? That's right. I decided to go with this plan when I heard you were coming to this town. And as a result, you succeeded in leaping 5 times, which was my target. This proved that there was a high chance for long leaps to succeed. The second obstacle was a lot more simple. I didn't have enough ingredients for a longer leap. I didn't have the Akitsu carnations. The amount my father left was only enough for around 15 years. You didn't have enough Akitsu carnations? Yep, and that's the real reason why my father wiped my memories 3 years ago. If it was 7 years ago, it was still possible for me to return to when I was 10. That's what my father feared. 15 years is a special number for both this experiment and for LMD. It's impossible to change the 15 years worth of Akitsu carnations. So by meddling with my memories for 3 years, he made it impossible for me to time leap to when I was 10. So doesn't that mean you can time leap back to when you were 10 anyway? Yeah, because I don't have enough Akitsu carnations, i.e. enough feel for that. No matter how much I want it, ones with an 11-year bloom no longer exist. Then the people who cut up all Akitsu carnations near the well was, yes, it was my father. It's hard to discern between the 7-year and the 11-year ones. Therefore, he removed them all, roots included. But there might still be some with their roots intact. Because plants are a lot stronger than they look. Yes, exactly. Those weren't my words, though. I was always looking for that place. The place of that picture you and Aioi gave me? Of course, the chances were still low. I didn't know if there were any left. But to think that some really did exist. I still can't believe my eyes. What do you mean? So, Chiki, you were looking for 11-year Akitsu carnations and you're saying that that's what these flowers here are? That's right, Kikasugi, these are the ones. But Haruto, you really have been full of surprises. When you told me yesterday morning that you performed Time Leap, I was really surprised. Perhaps you were surprising me every time you told me. Yeah. But I'm sure you will be even more surprised later on. I'm looking forward to that. But nevertheless, this means I found a way to go back to the past. Hey, a chickie. Just then you said that you'll save us, right? But what will you do when you get back? How can you save us? Did you find the cure for LMD or something? No. Then how? Wait a moment. Even if you did cure Kana's LMD, doesn't that mean that Director Kikasui won't be saved? Yes, to save Kikasui, we need Kana's heart. So to save Kana would mean to leave Kikasui to die. If things went their usual ways, you don't understand. It's simple. Don't tell me. That's right. I'll give my heart to Kikasui. Huh? Achiki, what are you saying? And I'll give my lungs to Kana. 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Achiki, that's crazy. It's fine. I've checked it already. My heart and lungs are perfectly compatible with you two. A lung transplant should increase Kana's life expectancy by at least 5 years. I can't accept this. Why not? Why are you so against it? You've done so much in the past 7 years for Kana. Me giving my life is nothing compared to all you've done. If it was me just a while ago, perhaps I wouldn't have cared. But it's different now. Achiki, I don't need it anymore. Kikasui, are you sure about that? Remember, Kana, don't you want to spend time with her? Again? You can live with Kana again. Spend every day with her. That's... Think about it. Director Kikasui. 7 years ago, when my father told me that I can see Kana again, I felt overjoyed. I felt like I wanted to do things over. If so. But my feelings have changed after seeing this. Look at this, Achiki. This is Kana's final present for me. Present? Some drawing on a wall? How could this possibly change anything? I see. Yeah. I can see why you wouldn't understand. Even if I just started to understand my feelings. But it's fine now. I'm happy just with Kana's words. I see. I don't know what's gotten into you, but it can't be helped. I'll do it by my own opinion then. What? You can't. Don't move. If you move, I'll use this. What's that? It's a special spray that I made. You'll probably die if you get sprayed by this. Doesn't matter for me if I kill you here, since I can just go back in time. So just stay still and wait until I finish collecting the flowers. Chiki, you're going this far. Dr. Achiki, it's no use. No use? Yes. I'm sorry to say this, but it won't work. I see, Haruto. I understand how you feel. No, it's not that. Dr. Achiki, you said that you found here through that picture of Akitsu carnations we took and gave you, right? Yeah. When Aioi gave you that picture, she said she took that picture 4 years ago. That's right. So 7 years ago plus 4 years, these flowers were blooming 11 years ago. And they're in bloom now. I'm certain these are the rare 11-year bloom cycle Akitsu carnations. Dr. Achiki, I'm so sorry to say this, but what I always said about the picture being 4 years old, that was a lie. What? Chapter 37, To See Beyond. End. Chapter 38. Like I said, I always lied. That picture is 4 years old. What? What are you saying? That picture was only taken a few days before we gave it to you. But, no way! No, that's the truth. Because we didn't even have a camera 4 years ago. Why don't you check it, if you can't believe me? You can tell the difference by the smell, right? Yeah. The smell. No. No way. But there's a better way to find out. The 11-year Akitsu carnation has a different type of ovary. So for to grind the ovaries, it'll react to the acidic air and leave a red color. If we grind it like this, it's yellow. I see. They never leave a spot unchecked. So I never, I never had a chance. I'll be taking the spray from you. Yeah. I thought it was strange. Everything was going too well. And this is the result of it all. Dr. Chicky, why? Why are you so determined to accomplish this? Well, ever since I was a child, I only lived for my father's research purposes. So I never had a friend my own age. For more than 20 years. So for me, a friend was a very special thing. No matter how much I wished for it, it was something I couldn't get. Such a special existence. And that's when I remembered about Kana. I was overjoyed. I was elated. I didn't care that my father wiped my memories. I was just so happy to know that even I had a friend in the past. So that's why I was determined to do something for my friend. You might think it's strange, but that really is my only reason. Even if I was to give up my own life for it. I want to help my friend in need. I've always admired being able to do that. And this is how it ends. Maybe it's not that I wanted to die for my friend, but that I wanted to die for the idea of it. But I really do think it's fine to die for a promise I made to my friend. So, Haruto, I was a little jealous of you. But Dr. Chicky, 7 years ago I thought of you as a... But it was a lie. I would have never expected that you guys would lie about something like that. Because I never had friends to joke with. So in the end I failed to do something for my friend. Only because I didn't have any experience of having friends. Sigh. This is it. I couldn't do anything. I really thought that I could keep my promise from that day. Dr. Achiki. Hey, Achiki. Do you remember that promise you made? Promise? Didn't you say that you'll find the cure for LMD? Wasn't that something you said to me? Don't worry about the finer details. I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life from now on to LMD research. I know it might be too late for me to ask now, but I need your... No, actually, let's do this together. I refuse. Why? Do you have something else you'd like to do? To make sure that I don't repeat this mistake? I'm going to be a comedian. What? Kikasui. That was a joke. Oh. You need my help with research, right? Alright, I can do that. It's something that our fathers created. It's our obligation to end it. Right. Can I ask something? Sure. Is it about how our fathers created LMD? Not really. But I do want to know that too. I see. It's quite simple, really. LMD was a side effect that happened as our fathers progressed their research. I'm not sure about the specifics, but as they experimented on people countless times, something called a memory resonance happened. And after a decade or so, they all began to suffer from a mysterious disease. That's what we call LMD. And the worst part about it is that LMD is hereditary. And because of that, the number of patients for this unnatural disease kept increasing. Then, since I drank that medicine and time leaped multiple times, is there a possibility for me to develop LMD? No, you're fine. I don't know how, but our fathers made sure that you won't succumb to LMD. I see. One more question then, Dr. Achiki. Why don't you consider time leaping back to 7 years ago? If you were to jump back to then, and then jump back further from now. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I should do that. You're joking, right? Yeah. Was my delivery that bad? The director seems to find it funny. Joke aside, it's impossible. Even if I were to return to 7 years ago, I'd lose my memory the next day. then history will just repeat itself. Even if I were to outsmart my father, gather the ingredients, and be ready to time leap within that day. We can't time leap more than once in the same day. I'll put too much stress on your brain. So, it's impossible no matter what. I see. I see. You do learn something new every day. Then, last question. 7 years ago, when you came to save us, how did Iole pass away? When I found you, you were asleep due to the effect of a vaccine. Iole was looking at you worried. When I heard about the box, I tried to break it open, but I couldn't. Damn it! It doesn't open at all. I see. Iole, how long has it been since you took the medicine? It's been around 20 minutes since you came here, so around 30 minutes ago. That drug is a lethal drug created for organ harvesting. If they don't take the vaccine within 20 minutes, they will die. If it's been 30 minutes. It's okay, Iole. This is a hospital. Let's go to the medical ward. Can you walk? Come. Dr. Ochiki? Alright. Iole, I'll carry you from here. Hold on to me. Dr. Ochiki, thank you very much. But it's fine. I'm not going to make it, right? That's... Hee. It feels really strange. Everything was fine until yesterday, but I'm going to die. Iole, don't say that. The medical ward is just... No, you're right. I'd be lying to you. Damn it. Why did it end up like this? I didn't hear about any of this. Why? I didn't know that even you can get angry like this, Dr. Ochiki. Iole, is there anything I can do for you? I'll do anything. Please, let me do something. If it hurts, we can go back to the medical ward and... Dr. Ochiki, I'm fine. I'm not in any pain. But I do have some requests. If it's something I can do, please tell me. When I die, please give my heart to Haruto. That's... I understand, if that's what you wish for. Also, that couple who came to look at to adopt the child last time, there's a chance. Please get them. Don't worry about that. The couple expressed an interest in adopting both of you. That's great. And finally, Dr. Ochiki, you once told Haruto that there's a way to wipe out memories, right? If you can, please wipe Haruto's memories. Please wipe all his memories related to me. I could do that. But I can't do partial wipes. It's all or nothing. I can't just wipe his memories of you. I see. Then please wipe all of his memories. I want to say that I understand, but Iole, why do you wish to do that? I want Haruto to forget everything. Because if he remembers, I'm sure he'll be really sad. And so I erased all your memories. After that, I always said that she wanted to spend some time alone with you. So I left the room to gather staff members to prepare for the surgery. And just when I was returning to the room, the research building blew up. Even if I was just a little late, all the staff would have gone to the other building to tend to people. And there would have been nothing a new doctor like me could have done. By the time I brought the staff to the room, Iole was already in critical condition. And soon she breathed her last breath. I'm sorry, but she was in no state to speak, so I didn't hear any last words. But I do believe she was talking to you till the very end. Iole spent her last moments lying right next to you. Thank you. I'm glad to have asked you. Yeah. Well, I think I'll head back to my clinic now. I'm worried since I've been absent for a while. Okay. And I think I'll get rid of all time leaping related materials once I get back. This will prevent people from going back ever again. Yeah, that's for the better. I'll have a lot of work to do when I return as well. Haruto, is that fine for you? Yeah, of course. I don't really have a reason to go back to Monday anyway. Oh, I wasn't talking about Monday. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. It's probably for the best if you don't remember. Huh? Wait, you can't just not tell me after saying it like that. Well, I'm saying that Monday wasn't the first time you drank that medicine. Huh? Wait, you're saying that I drank it 7 years ago as well? That's right. Chapter 38, The Time That Passed. End. You really don't remember? Yeah. But ever since I remembered everything I wondered. What was the purpose of that experiment Ioi and I took part in? But I think I now know. It was an experiment to see if time leaping will transcend death, right? That would explain the mechanism of the box and the impossibility of the puzzle. I do remember smelling some strange smell after I drank the medicines, so that must have been it. Yeah, my father didn't tell me the details, but in that experiment, Ioi was supposed to die first, then you were supposed to leap back in time to save her. And when you die after leaping and saving Ioi, she was supposed to save you by leaping back herself. And therefore, both of you would have learned the mechanism of the box, so it would end with both of you surviving. Well, at least that was his plan. I see. So that would mean that you had definitely taken the medicine back then. And that's it. Just thought I'd tell you before I dispose of everything. Well then, see... Wait. Nope. I haven't said anything yet. I don't have to ask to know what you're going to say. You want to return to 7 years ago, right? That's... true. I won't allow it. But why? I'd like to say that you should know why, but I'll explain things properly. The reason is simple. Haruto, if you were to return, it would only lead to your death. But, if I were to do things exactly like the experiment, we'd both survive. You just said that. Yes, if everything went according to the original plan. 7 years ago, if things went accordingly, you should have been sent to the past right after Ioi died. But nothing happened and 7 years passed. That's because my father and I stopped the experiment halfway. So even if you're to go back in time and sacrifice yourself to save Ioi, I would still arrive at the scene to put a stop to the experiment. You will die, and Ioi will live, none the wiser. For both of you to live, both of you and Ioi will have to leap to the past. But unfortunately, it's impossible for Ioi to leap to the past. How can you say that? Maybe it's possible. Haruto, do you really think that 7 years later, Ioi will come to this town? Cooperate with my time leaping experiment? Confront Kikasui and Manager Asuchi? And come here just like you now to talk to me and Kikasui? Or Haruto, are you saying that what happens to you doesn't matter? As long as Ioi lives. That's... I don't really get it, but doesn't Naruto have enough time to speak to you if he leaps back? Can't he just get you to leave a message for the girl to the time leap? Kikasui, that won't work. I mean, I guess it would depend on whether the girl will believe what you say. No, it's not that. It's not about Ioi, it's about me. I know since it's me. The me from 7 years ago won't cooperate with them. If I find out that Haruto knew everything about time leaping, I would have definitely reported it to my father. That was the same with 4 years ago, right, Kikasui? No matter how much you ask, I never told anything about time leaping. Speaking of which, I guess so. I'd be a completely different person 7 years ago as well. And 7 years ago, the only person Naruto will meet before he dies will be me. So it's impossible to save both of them. And the timeline where Ioi is saved, we probably wouldn't have forgiven each other. If that's the case, then the LMD research won't progress, and the hospital's illegal acts will remain hidden. Hey, don't rush him into a decision. Let him mull it over, Achiki. We don't want him to continue with life while having regrets. You know that more than anybody. Fine. Haruto, I'll wait for you to find your answer. But I can't promise to wait too long. I'll be waiting at the clinic. Well, think hard about it. I will. I'll stay here for a while. I'll take my leave then. Thanks. See you. Kana. I wonder what the right answer is. Sigh. You'll just end up with me dying, huh? But if Ioi can survive. Alright, we're gonna go see Dr. Ichiki now. And we've made our decision. Oh, that was quick. Director Kikasui, come this way. So Haruto's going back in time to see Ioi and try to save her. So have you made your decision? Haruto? Dr. Ichiki, I've decided. Please, dispose of everything. Alright. Haruto, is that really okay with you? Yes, I think that's the right decision. So I'm fine with it. I see. Well, since it's decided, let's get to it. Ichiki, we should take anything that burns to the hospital and burn it all. Yeah, that's probably better. What should we do with this big thing, though? Oh, this is just a pressurized vessel, so it has nothing directly to do with time leaping. It looks cooler than that. Wait! Ichiki, before you burn it all, what do you say about letting me smell the incense? No. Oh, come on, just a bit? I said no. Haha. I'll take my leave. Alright, see ya. This is really the end. Goodbye, Ioi. Hey, I told you. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. Promise me. It's a promise. Dr. Ichiki, let me take that all back. Please. Please send me back to 7 years ago. Please. What are you talking about? Dr. Ichiki, no. Didn't you just say that you made the right choice? Why would you change that now? I know that it must look like I'm making the wrong decision. Maybe it's for the best that I put this all behind me. But I have to keep it. Keep what? The promise. I made a promise with Ioi that I'll see her again. That we'll meet each other again. Haruto, that's not enough. Dr. Ichiki, I'm not saying that I'm going to sacrifice myself. I know that we'll definitely find the cure for LMD, and I know that Ioi will definitely come back, just like me. And I told you, that's impossible. You really think Ioi will come back to this town, get Kikasui and Asuchi to change their mind, and even cooperate with my experiment and go back in time again? You think all of this will happen twice? I trust her. Trust. Haruto, it's easy to say that you trust somebody, but no matter what you believe, you and that girl, you and Ioi are two different people with different ideas. Maybe Ioi will completely forget about you. She might find someone she fancies in middle school, have a relationship or two during high school, and the time you spent together might just be a faded memory of the distant past. Can you still say that she'll definitely come back? You're right. Maybe she will find a boy that she likes, and maybe she'll forget about me. But she won't forget our promise. We made a promise. To meet again at that place. The two of us. She said she'll never forget. Alright then, I'll believe you. Kikasui! Ichiki, it's no use saying anything to this guy anymore. Then instead of fighting him, why not support him? We have no right to refuse him anyway. Because everything about his and Ioi's situation was caused by us and our fathers. Ain't that right? Yeah, that's true, but then trust him. You should know him better than I do, right? Haruto, I know both you and Ioi very well, so I really don't think that this will succeed. But the bond that you and Ioi share, that is something I can never explain or comprehend. So Haruto, if you really believe her, then I will believe you too. Dr. Ichiki, thank you very much. Thank you too, Director Kikasui. No, Thank you for everything you've done for me. Well then, Haruto, this will be the last time leap. Chapter 39, The Promise from That Day. End. So we are now coming into the final chapter of the regular story of this game. Alright, we're ready. So that's how it's done. Can you even breathe in this? Yes, I can. Wow. Well, I'll begin the process, Naruto, but this time it's a long time leap. So I'm going to get you to wait for a while. You should become sleepy soon. Got it. Alright. It's taking quite a while. Don't tell me it's going to take a full day. Don't worry. It'll finish by the end of the day. That's still too long. Haha. Oh yeah, Director Kikisui, you said that today's supposed to be a good day. Oh right. Well, Kana's birthday is on April the 12th. And my birthday is on March the 19th, so March 31st is halfway. So, wait, this is pretty embarrassing. Haha. Wow. I didn't know that. Director Kikisui, our birthdays are pretty close. We're going back in time. Here we go. Well, see you in Ioi. I'll be back soon. Phew. Oh, that's right. I can't just stay still. I have to do as the doctor said. I'll talk about the past now. Hee hee, I wonder if it's fine like this. That day, I saved a friend who fell into a well. I was worried that he might be injured, but he was fine. I asked him what he was doing staring into the well. And then he... Huh? That was Ioi's last... Oh, Haruto. How long was I... It's only been a few minutes. Alright, the process from here is the same as before. When I press the button, you'll be sent back in time. Is that okay? Yes, please do it. Okay then, I'll pray for your success. Or is that Ioi success? I have a feeling that Ioi will do the same for you. No, I know that she definitely will. Yeah, now I can believe that too. Haruto, thank you for everything, and good luck. Have fun with me from 7 years ago. Honestly, Haruto, I think the chances of that Ioi girl going back is slim to none. Because two different people doing the exact same thing after 7 years is almost impossible. But that's why I want this to happen. I want you to do what I wasn't able to do. And you know what? Risking your life for the girl you like, that's pretty cool to watch. Well then, see ya. Thank you for everything you did for Kana. Alright. I'll press it, Haruto. This is the first time in human history for this kind of time leap, Haruto. Make it count. And we're back. Phew. I guess there's nothing left to do. Hey, Haruto, are you listening? Hee hee, I guess you're not. Haruto, I wonder how you're going to grow up. You'll grow taller, and your hands will become bigger. I wonder if you'll forget about me. I wouldn't want that. Because I didn't forget you. Hee hee. Hey, I'll be right here. Forever and ever, right here. I'll be waiting. So, Haruto, please come back. I know. I know that you will do the same thing as me. I believe you. Hee. Say hi to Mom and Dad for me. If it goes well, it'll be 7 years from now, huh? Well, see you. Haruto, I'll be waiting for you. 7 years from now. So guys, that was 7 years from now, the normal story. Um, I'll be doing the extra story after these posts. I hope you enjoyed the full regular story though. Um, Very good game, very well done, very emotional, very. This should be a record-winning game, honestly. But yeah, guys, that's where we leave it. 7 years from now is complete. Well, the regular story mode now, the backstory or the after story, you can call it, I guess, is what's next. Alright, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, there's more. Hold on, there's more. Successfully unlocked. Um, uh, Long time no see. What am I saying? I mean, hee hee. Yep, it's been a while. Haruto, the end. So that was 7 years from now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you for the side story. That's next. Bye, guys.